Welcome back to Mind Sparks. Today we're diving into 10 weird but true food and drink facts that will change the way you look at your everyday meals. From Coca-Cola once containing cocaine to honey that never spoils, these surprising stories prove that history and science can make even ordinary foods extraordinary. So grab a snack, get comfortable, and let's jump into the strange and fascinating world of food. Fact number 1. Coca-Cola once contained actual cocaine. When pharmacist John Pemberton first created Coca-Cola in 1886, the original recipe used coca leaf extract, meaning each glass had about 9 milligrams of cocaine. At the time, cocaine wasn't considered dangerous. It was even marketed as a medicine for headaches and fatigue. Of course, once the addictive and harmful effects became better understood, Coca-Cola removed cocaine from its formula in the early 1900s. Still, it's wild to think that the world's most popular soft drink began with an ingredient that's now illegal almost everywhere. Fact number 2. Coffee was discovered thanks to dancing goats. According to legend, in the 9th century Ethiopia, a goat herder named Kaldi noticed his goats acting strangely energetic after eating red berries from a certain plant. The goats were literally hopping and dancing. Kaldi tried the berries himself and felt the same burst of energy. Word spread, and eventually people began brewing the beans into the drink we know today as coffee. So, in a way, we owe our morning cup of coffee to a herd of over-caffeinated goats. Fact number 3. Tomatoes were once feared as poisonous. In the 16th century in Europe, tomatoes were called the poison apple. Wealthy people who ate them often got sick or even died. But the real problem wasn't the tomato. It was the pewter plates they ate from. The acidity of tomatoes leached toxic lead from the plates, causing poisoning. People wrongly blamed the tomato, and it took centuries for it to be accepted as the delicious food we know today. Fact number 4. Carrots weren't always orange. Early carrots, grown in Central Asia over 1,000 years ago, were purple, yellow, or white. It wasn't until the 17th century in the Netherlands that orange carrots were cultivated, partly to honor the Dutch royal family, the House of Orange. From then on, the orange variety became the most popular worldwide, while the original purple and white carrots became rare curiosities. Fact number 5. Chocolate was once prescribed as medicine. The Aztecs and Maya drank a bitter cacao beverage, believing it provided strength, stamina, and even spiritual benefits. When cacao arrived in Europe in the 1500s, doctors began prescribing chocolate for everything from digestion problems to sadness. While it wasn't the miracle cure they hoped, modern science has confirmed that dark chocolate contains antioxidants that benefit the heart. So, in a way, chocolate really is good medicine, at least in moderation. Fact number 6. Honey never goes bad. Archaeologists have discovered pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs, more than 3,000 years old, that were still perfectly edible. Honey's low water content and natural acidity make it nearly impossible for bacteria to survive. So, when you buy a jar of honey today, it could technically last longer than you do. Fact number 7. Ketchup was once sold as medicine. In the 1830s, an Ohio physician named John Cook Bennett promoted tomato ketchup as a cure for diarrhea, indigestion, and even jaundice. It was even made into ketchup pills and marketed as a miracle drug. Of course, the medical claims didn't hold up, but it shows how people once believed everyday foods could heal just about anything. Fact number 8. Bananas are technically berries, but strawberries aren't. Botanically speaking, a berry comes from a single flower with one ovary and contains seeds inside. That makes bananas true berries. Strawberries, however, don't fit the definition because their seeds sit on the outside. It's a reminder that in science, things aren't always as simple as they seem. Fact number 9. Spicy food tricks your brain. The burning sensation from chili peppers comes from a chemical called capsaicin. It doesn't actually burn your tongue. Instead, it activates the same nerve receptors that detect heat. Your brain reacts as if your mouth is on fire, causing sweating, a runny nose, and even tears. So technically, spicy isn't a flavor at all. It's your brain being fooled by chemistry. Fact number 10. Popsicles were invented by accident. In 1905, an 11-year-old boy named Frank Epperson left a cup of soda powder and water with a stirring stick outside overnight. It froze in the cold air, creating the very first popsicle. Years later, Frank patented his creation, and popsicles became one of the world's favorite frozen treats. Sometimes the best inventions really do happen by mistake. And there you have it, 10 weird but true food and drink facts. From Coca-Cola with cocaine to honey that never spoils, everyday foods have some of the strangest histories you'll ever hear. Which of these facts surprised you the most? Tell us in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more weird and wonderful discoveries, only here on Mind Sparks.